Now, what we've seen so far is the ability for the framework to detect a bus, a cluster of buses, to detect the bus load and change the status visually, as well as informing the bus driver that what is the current bus load. And we've showed that with the same rules, we can change the behavior of the system and therefore change the behavior of the alerting and send different information to the bus driver. One thing that we haven't seen yet is the impact for the passenger. So let's say if I create a lot of buses randomly. So if I zoom out here, you will see that now on the same network, we are triggering a lot of buses. All those buses, again, are randomly generated in terms of timing, but the idea is the same. We will have some information, right? So if I go back to the original bus stop that I was showing in the preview, if I get the information about this bus stop, I now have the opportunity, still using the same framework of knowing what's happening at a bus stop. And to do that, it's similar to pushing information to the bus stop. So when we suggest this option, we usually indicate that it would be good for a bus stop to have some sort of display. The display would show us in real time the ETA of the coming buses as well as the load status. But this is just part of the demonstration, right? We could add much more information to that. We could add, for example, if there is an accident before the bus stop or after the bus stop that would impact the traffic and the time to pick up or drop off passenger. We could also alert that if a bus is a breakdown, then cannot pick up, and therefore another bus is on the way. Or we could tell, there's a lot of things that we could integrate the passenger, that what's happening around them. From a passenger point of view as well, right? Let's say if they got a smartphone, they could simply use a QR code, a barcode, and scan at the bus stop without having to know which buses are coming to the bus stop. Because in Sydney, not all the bus stops display the buses coming or stopping at this stop. It's sometimes quite challenging to know the bus is coming there. So showing just with a QR code or with an NFS tag and smart mobile phone, by tapping on the bus stop or by just scanning the barcode, we could see in real time all the buses coming, where they're going, how long it would take for the next bus to come, and the load of the bus. In this case, right, let's say I want to take the M52 at this bus stop, but I can see that my bus is full. I can also see that there's another one coming. In this case, it's earlier, but let's assume the rules are inverse, right? I'm waiting for a bus to come, and the next one is full, and the one that comes after will only come in half an hour. It might be better off for me to just walk to the train station or to take another mode of transport to my destination, simply because now that I have the visibility on when the next bus is coming, as well as the load of the bus, it gives me much more information to act appropriately and pick the best option for me, right? This option, this alerting and information is currently not available in the Sydney buses. Once again, this is just using a simple subscription mechanism. With every time we got an updated ETA for a bus, we publish this information to the bus, the ESB, right, the enterprise service bus, and any bus stop or any devices listening to this information, we receive the information at the same time in almost a near real-time fashion. Right, so if we go back to the map, you can see that we got much more traffic going on. We can also see that the rules related to the load of passengers gets displayed straight away, no matter what happened there. So it's quite very useful to have this dashboard view. We can also see that, or we could also create rules that hide buses that doesn't have any issue, right? Any buses which are not full or any buses which are not in a cluster could be hidden, because at the end of the day, what the operation center wants to know or to view is issues on the network, not normal behavior of the network. So that closures the another scenario and another part of integration, which is the passenger side, right? Not only the bus, but also the passengers.